I genuinely do believe every woman has so much potential or has a calling that can be outside motherhood. In case you're new here, my name is Kara V, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about, can mothers have it all? Can we have a career and can we be a present mom? In the past, I always knew I wanted to have my own business. I always was very ambitious and all that, but my number one dream was to be a mom. I guess I didn't realize how much energy being a mom takes. I got to a point in my motherhood journey that I was like, I am going to give up on being this ambitious Carol that is going to accomplish so much for herself, that's going to have this career, that's going to start these businesses. I'm just going to give up because it's hard. Like, having a business is a whole child in itself. So here's the thing. I am wrestling between two things: the ambitious Carol and being that perfect little mom that I wanted to be. And I'm realizing I can't have both. Something has to give. Either I give up the expectations that I had of being a mom, or I give up that career that I wanted for myself. Which one? Because I can't have both. And if I were to do both, I had to come to terms that I wouldn't be able to fully shine and flourish the way I would want to for both of them. I can't live up to this high expectations that I have placed on myself. And I feel like the people that do both, they just came to terms that something's going to have to give, and they have to choose what they're willing to sacrifice. I can have my mother-in-law watch my daughter for a couple hours a day so I can work on my projects. I did that for a while, maybe a month of me doing that, or 2 months of me doing that with my mother-in-law, and a couple months with a nanny. I just felt like I couldn't even flourish the way I wanted to because my mind was so consumed about mom guilt, and this is something that I have been dealing with, and it might go away as she gets older, whatnot, because things always change, and that's when I can talk to her and she can actually be involved in whatever I'm doing. I want to be that present mom that I always said I was going to be, but it's really, really hard. And I think it's very unrealistic for people to make it seem like you can do both. Imagine trying to run a race with so much weight on you. That's how it feels like trying to do your own goals as a mom. And I have to then remind myself, this is not a race. There is no finish line. There's no race. I'm not running out of time. There's no rush. Sometimes I feel like, okay, I'm just being a mom. I'm just being a stay-at-home mom. I'm just focusing on being a mom. Oh my God, so much time is passing by. I'm wasting all this time. I need to do this. I need to do that. There's no race. Where am I going? There's always seasons. And maybe this is the season where you are just a mom. And if you have the opportunity to just be a mom, consider yourself so privileged, because there are so many women out there that would do anything to not have to go to work, to not have to build a career, so that they could just be present at home with their child. So I have to remember, hey, listen, maybe this is the season where I can just be a mom, and that's more than enough. That's actually the biggest blessing that God could ever give me. God reminds me all the time that, hey, Carol, being a mom is the greatest calling in my life. There's other callings that God has for me, but those callings are not going to be as close as great. It's so easy to feel like when you indulge in being a mom, you can feel like you're leaving yourself behind because you're not having all these worldly achievements. You're not doing all these crazy things. You can't really update anybody with anything because, yay, my child learned how to say this. It's like that is your achievement because you're not doing much. But I found a way to pour back into me and not neglect myself. I am still, focusing on my passions. I'm still investing my time in things that are growing me as a person. Even me just making these videos on YouTube. You guys have no idea how much these videos mean to me, because this is the only thing that I have for myself. I use these times when she's asleep to film these videos. So I use nap times to be able to pour into me. I genuinely do believe every woman has so much potential or has a calling that can be outside motherhood. And I still believe that the greatest calling of them all is being a mom. But there's other gifts that God has given us that we can benefit other people outside being a mom. I also need to remind myself that every single time that I pour into me, every single nap time that I'm pouring into me, I am literally planting seeds for my future. The flowers may not bloom now. I may not get all my flowers, all my congratulations, all these amazing achievements now. But if I consistently do that and make sure I don't forget about me, even if I do it in the smallest way, in the future, it's going to add up. It's like the compound effect. It adds up. As a mom, it's just learning to be okay with just planting seeds and watering them and not being too worried about the growth. Motherhood truly teaches you patience, not just patience with your toddler, but patience with yourself, patience with your growth, patience with life, you know, because there's a lot of sacrifice that moms do. And I know there's this negative stigma online being like, oh my God, being a mom is just full sacrifice and it's so miserable. Why would they just want to be a mom? But I want to kind of change that narrative and like maybe let's see being a mom as one of the greatest gifts and the greatest blessings. Because I can tell you, if I were to die tomorrow, I would not care about any of the achievements or anything that I cared about for myself. The only thing that I would care is about my daughter and who would watch her, who would take care of her. That's the only thing I would care. I don't care about anything else. Like, I don't. So let me know, what do you guys think about everything that I just said? Can you guys relate to it? Comment down below. I want to hear your experience. I'm always in the comments. I respond to every single comment. And I just want to say thank you so much for everybody that comments every single week. Your comments really help my channel. So I just want to say thank you for that. And yeah, I hope to see you next Thursday. Bye.